Hi, beautiful people. Hope you guys are doing well. I do apologize about the long break. Let's do a little bit of a story time. Anyways, last week Tuesday, I drove up to Kansas because I had to appear in court at 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. And left Kansas straight after court Wednesday around 5:45 p.m. Got back into Alabama 9 a.m. Thursday morning. Friday comes around and I'm notified by YouTube about a video of mine that has been struck for harassment. Now, one thing I do not believe in is coincidences. So I went and I looked at the video in question. Story short, they did not remove this video that is in question for harassment, but for something else after I did an appeal. So I just let it go because I want to see what happens next and what this person's next move is going to be, because I was very suspicious of the timing, especially the fact that I just had this appearance in Kansas. I also apologize for being so vague, but I still cannot speak about the situation. And Saturday comes around and I get sent this screenshot. And I'm not going to lie, I was totally taken aback that Fancy Macelli included my name. A light bulb immediately went off for me. I figured, look, Fancy is just buttered now because she is on the out and she's losing her credibility. But my suspicion is growing stronger. And I got to a point where I laughed at myself because once again, I am being associated with the group. And this situation that I'm dealing with right now is exactly why I'm in the situation, because somebody lumped me into a group. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. Then Monday comes around and again, I get another notification from YouTube stating that they received a copyright infringement takedown request for me from April Johns, aka Fancy Macelli. Her request was denied. Now, Fancy Macelli, you stated in your request for removal of my content that I vowed to take your channel down. When and where, boo? Where did I make slanderous claims that you abused your dog? Again, where, boo? And you know what, this time I'll actually be waiting for your responses, because if you want to claim that I am the one that's making slanderous claims, maybe check yourself for actually making false claims. Fancy, how am I holding you back from making money? It doesn't take any work, to my knowledge, to sadfish or even dry beg from your followers on social media. But I could also be wrong. Now let's look at the part of her complaint, and as you can see, she used the timestamp and she says I played her entire video with little to no commentary. It is just N-O Fancy, not K-N-O. But anyways, and the commentary she did provide was defamatory of me and another creator on your platform, Katie Joy from Without a Crystal Ball. Will you look at that? Fancy seems to be trying to kill two birds with one stone. She also seems to be trying to look out for Without a Crystal Ball. Aw, isn't it so sweet of you, Fancy? Look, Fancy, maybe you missed the memo, but let me show you something.
There's been a lot of videos made about me. A lot. I mean, I understand if you want to talk about me, talk about me. I really don't care. I don't care if you say a million things about me. I think I would be a hypocrite. And I've learned the hard way, because I used to get really mad when people made videos about me. Now I just don't even care. And I really don't care to comment, because it's like, I kind of think of it as this way. It's like, I go on my platform and I am a reporter and I report on people in the public sphere. So I just sort of like let people talk.
Fancy, that is just one clip that I had on hand when making this video. Without a Crystal Ball clearly states that she doesn't care if people talk about her. She lets them talk. Yet, in this complaint of yours, you seem to have her back and trying to make a path for her. Fancy, go back and check our DMs. And in those DMs, you know, and you can go and have a look, I had your back. When the one you seem to be taking up for now, that is Without a Crystal Ball, was dragging you all over social media, boo. So make all this make sense. Are you that desperate for allies or friends or whatever you want to call it? Are you too weak to handle your own bullshit? The last DM I sent you, Fancy, I asked if and why did you strike Vader Jade's YouTube channel, and you didn't respond. And it was so weird that suddenly, Without a Crystal Ball forgave you. the two of you made amends. You go and strike the one person that had a legal issue with without a crystal ball, the one person that without a crystal ball despises. Make all this make sense, Fancy Macelli. What is the method to your madness? You are the one out here in these YouTube streets acting like a damn fool, looking for allies and people to have your back. You are so desperate that you claim that you are not working with Bree. Yet, you're the one in Bree's live, trying to cover your tracks, talking smack. How can you go any lower? No worries, I don't have any expectations. Fancy, you came on the scene claiming to be this expert on all things Gypsy Rose. Well, in my books, the only thing you are an expert in is bullshitting people. You talk a big game of sending me a cease and desist and suing people. With what attorney? When you couldn't afford your own attorney for your own legal issues. Fancy, you are no different than any other person I call out when they do shit. I was nothing but kind to you. I don't see why you have a problem with me watching some Morbid X channel or participating in his chat. The last time I checked, I'm a grown woman. I can make my own decisions on where I choose to spend my time and who I choose to watch. For over a year, I was under a microscope by sick fucks, watching my every move and falsely accusing me of shit. I'm done with that bullshit. The only thing you should be watching is your own actions and be taking accountability for your own actions and maybe taking care of your own mental well being. Now, let me end with this.
And I would just very much like to be left alone to do what I need to do. The people who want to continue discussing this case or anything else about these people's lives, please do so and leave me out of it. Thank you very much.
Fancy, by all means, go ahead, do what you need to do, but don't forget, you left a trail of fuck ups. You made it a point to disparage your family, maybe two families, on your way out. And I'm talking about the Petrie family and the Goldajohn family that had no other choice at the time to believe what their sister had done or their son in regard to the Goldajohn family. And you were a major player in perpetuating those false stories, in my opinion. You need to take accountability and get rid of the entitlement fancy. Take the L and keep it pushing. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do apologize once again about the break. Let me know what you guys think about this. I personally felt a huge weight lifted from me last week when I returned home, and within a day, all this started. I'm so sick and tired of opportunists. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another and don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.